What would you do if you had to kill your mother to save your brother? Picture this, a woman straddling her teenage son on the kitchen floor. She raises a pair of scissors to his face, humming a lullaby, preparing to cut out his eyes. She isn't angry, she's smiling. Vira and Dino thought they were getting their mother back, but the woman in that kitchen wasn't their mother anymore. She was something hungry. And it all started with a miracle. 10 years earlier, the memory that haunted Vira wasn't a ghost. It was a park. She was 7 years old, watching a mother cat devour its own kitten. The tiny creature screamed as its mother tore into it. Vira had frozen, paralyzed by the cruelty of nature. Her own mother, Yanti, had run over. She scooped Vira up, shielding her eyes. "It's okay, baby," she whispered. "I'm here." Then she did something strange. Yanti picked up a jagged stone. She walked to the mother cat and brought the rock down on its skull, again and again. The cracking of bone echoed through the park. When she stood up, blood splattered across her dress. She wasn't horrified. She was smiling, a serene, terrifying smile of relief. She dropped the stone and took Vira's hand. "See? A mother should never hurt her child. I fixed it." But as they walked away, Vira looked back. Her mother hadn't just killed the cat, she had crushed it with a fury that seemed too large for the moment. That stone. That smile. They were the first cracks in a glass that wouldn't shatter for another decade. Present day, the moving truck rattled down a desolate road. Vira stared out the window. At 17, she was used to being the adult. For 2 years, ever since their father abandoned them for another woman, Vira had held the family together. Her mother, Yanti, had shattered. Depression, suicide attempts, long silences where she stared at walls. Then, 6 months ago, the miracle. Yanti woke up, made breakfast, and announced she was healed. The darkness was gone. She was vibrant, happy, too happy, too happy. "Cheer up, Dino," her 15-year-old brother nudged her. He was filming the desolate landscape with his phone. "This place is perfect. Creepy house. Middle of nowhere. Great content for the channel." "I'm fine," Vira lied. The new house sat on the edge of a lonely Indonesian village. Next door stood an abandoned building, its windows like hollow eyes staring into their new home. "It's a fresh start." Yanti beamed from the front seat. Her energy was manic, vibrating. "A new life, just the three of us." Uncle Jamal met them at the door. He was the one who found the house. "Is she okay?" he asked Vira quietly. "She's better," Vira said. "But Uncle, it happened so fast. One day, she was gone. The next, she's perfectly fine. Doesn't that seem strange?" Jamal avoided her eyes. "The doctor said she just needed time. Be grateful, Vira." As they carried boxes inside, Vira glanced at the abandoned building next door. In a second-floor window, a silhouette stood. A woman in a black robe. She was watching them. Vira blinked. The figure vanished. She shook it off. Stress. Just stress. But the feeling of being watched didn't leave. Stellant opened 3 days later. In a town with almost no people, customers appeared out of nowhere. Mostly men. They sat in Yanti's chair with glazed, adoring eyes. They stared at her with an intensity that bordered on obsession. "Mom, where are they coming from?" Vira asked. "I told you, they find me." One evening, Vira was cleaning the salon when she heard a sound from the back room. Slurping. She crept to the door. It was cracked open. Her mother sat alone, lit by a single candle. On the table sat a bowl filled with thick, red liquid. Yanti raised it to her lips. She shuddered with pleasure as she drank. Vira gasped. Yanti's eyes snapped open. For a split second, they were entirely black, void of any white. Then, they snapped back to normal. "Vera, you scared me." She wiped her mouth, smearing a red stain on her cheek. "Just tomato soup. I was hungry." But in the trash can, Vera saw feathers, a chicken foot, fresh blood. "Go check on your brother," Yanti said. Her voice dropped an octave. "Now." Vera backed away. She found Dino on the balcony editing video. "Look at this," he said, oblivious. "I caught something on camera." He played the footage. It showed the abandoned building. In the background, a figure moved. The woman in the black robe. Dino paused the video. The woman was facing the camera. Her face was gray, decayed, but she had Yanti's smile. "That's not Mom," Dino whispered. "But it looked like her." Dino, the timestamp. The video was filmed at 4 p.m. At 4 p.m., their mother had been in the salon cutting hair. "So if Mom was there," Vera whispered. "Who is that?" That night, the power failed. Dino slept on the balcony to escape the heat. Vera lay awake, thinking about the blood. She heard Dino muttering. She went to the balcony. He was asleep, but talking. "She's here. She's here." Vera looked down at the street. Under the flickering street lamp stood the woman in the black robe. Her head was tilted at an impossible angle. She pointed a skeletal finger at Vera. The light exploded. Glass rained down. "Vera," her mother's voice. Vera spun. Yanti stood in the hallway looking groggy. "What are you doing? Mom, there's a woman outside." Yanti walked to the railing. "There's no one there. You're tired. Go to bed." Vera looked at her mother. She looked normal, concerned. But from the salon, Vera heard heady footsteps. "Mom, if you're here, who is that?" Yanti's face went slack. "Don't worry about that," she said, her voice echoing as if two people were speaking at once. "Just go to sleep." She reached out and touched Vira's face. Her hand was ice cold, under her fingernails. Dried blood. 2 days later, Dino got hurt. He convinced Vira to film in the abandoned building next door. They were in the main hall. Dino was filming. "The vibes here are wrong," he muttered. A dark shape lunged from the shadows. A massive, feral cat. It raked its claws across Dino's arm. He screamed. Blood poured onto the floor. Vera dragged him back to the house. "Mom, help!" Yanti appeared. She saw the blood. She froze. Her nostrils flared. Her pupils dilated. "Bring him here." She sat Dino down but didn't reach for the first aid kit. She stared at the wound. "Mom, help him." "Quiet." She leaned in. She inhaled the scent of the blood. Then she lowered her head and licked the open gash. Dino froze. "Mom!" Yanti moaned with pleasure. She licked it again. "Stop!" Vera screamed. Yanti shoved Vera aside. The strength was unnatural. "It's sweet," Yanti whispered, her face smeared red. "So sweet." Then she blinked. The blackness in her eyes faded. She saw the blood on her hands. She saw her terrified children. Terror flooded her face. "What? What am I doing?" She scrambled back. "It's happening again," she sobbed. "It's getting stronger." She ran to her room and locked the door. Vera stared at the blood on the floor. She needed answers. The next day, Vera cornered Uncle Jamal. "Who is Media?" Jamal froze. "You don't understand," he stammered. "She was dying, Vera. She was going to kill herself. I had no choice." "Choice about what?" "I took her to a healer, Media. She performed a ritual. She planted a susuk." Vera felt the air leave the room. A spirit, a jinn bound to a human body. "You put a demon inside her. It was supposed to heal her. But the jinn, it needs to feed. Media warned me. If it tastes human blood, the blood of her own line, It won't stop until it consumes the host. We have to remove it. There is a way, Jamal whispered, but it fights back. They went to Media that night. The old woman lived in a shack in the woods. The bond between mother and child feeds it, Medea rasped. We must sever it. They returned to the house. Jamal had drugged Yanti's tea. She was unconscious. Media tied Yanti to a chair with red cord. She drew symbols on the floor. The jinn will sound like your mother, Media warned. Do not untie her. Media lit sage and chanted. Yanti's eyes snapped open. She screamed, a sound that wasn't human. It shattered the light bulbs. Let me go, Yanti roared, her voice deep and distorted. I am your mother. Mom, Vira sobbed. Yanti's face twisted into a snarl. I hate you. You ruined my life. I should have killed you when you were born. Don't listen, Media shouted. It's lying. Media stepped forward with a dagger. I have to cut it out. The rope snapped. Yanti grabbed Medea by the throat. Crack. Media fell dead. Yanti stood up. She turned to Vira and Dino. Finally, she smiled, her teeth now sharp. Peace and quiet. Vira grabbed Dino and bolted. They ran for Jamal's car. Vira yanked the door open. Jamal sat inside. His throat was slit. He was a loose end, a voice purred. Yanti stood behind them, holding silver scissors. The jinn has needs, she said. And I've been so hungry. She lunged. She tackled Dino, straddling him on the pavement. She raised the scissors to his face. Look at you, she cooed. Just like your father. Mom, please, I'll have your eyes. She lowered the scissors. Vira grabbed the rock from her pocket, the stone from the park. She raised it. Yanti looked up. For a split second, the mask slit. Vira, the real Yanti, gasped. Do it, Mom. It's the only way. Kill it. Do it. Mom, it's the only way. Kill it. Kill me. The demon surfaced again. Kill me, you ungrateful brat. The scissors descended. Vira swung the stone. It smashed into Yanti's temple. Yanti collapsed. But she wasn't dead. She twitched, convulsing. The shadow fought to stay alive. Finish it, Yanti screamed, fighting for control. The stomach! Cut it out! Vira looked at the scissors. She looked at her mother. I love you, Mom. She grabbed the scissors. Do it! Vira drove the blades into her mother's stomach. 1,000 voices shrieked. Black smoke poured from the wound, swirling into the night. The body fell still. Yanti's eyes opened one last time. Clear. Hers. You saved me, she whispered. Take care of Dino. Her hand fell. She was gone. The aftermath. The police called it a break-in, a tragedy. Dino lost the sight in his eye. He stopped filming horror videos. He didn't need a camera to see the darkness anymore. Vira kept the stone. She remembered the cat in the park, the mother cat that ate its kitten. Yanti had killed it with a stone. A mother should never hurt her child, she had said. In the end, she proved it. But as Vira locked the stone away, she couldn't shake the feeling. The jinn was gone. But the hunger, where did it go? Sometimes, looking in the mirror, Vira sees a shadow behind her, a woman in a black robe, smiling, waiting.